And it all began with a baby in a basket, floating on a river, destined to change the world. Long before kings ruled, mighty empires and cities rose from desert sands, a child was born into a time of fear. His name was Moses. In the land of Egypt, the Israelites were living as slaves under a powerful ruler known as Pharaoh. He feared their growing numbers and ordered that every Hebrew baby boy be killed. But one mother refused to let her child's story end before it began. With courage and heartbreak, she placed her baby in a basket and set him afloat on the Nile River, trusting that somehow he would be saved. The current carried the basket gently until it reached the palace. Pharaoh's daughter found the crying child and, moved with compassion, chose to raise him as her own. And so, Moses grew up not as a slave, but as a prince of Egypt. Years passed, and Moses lived surrounded by wealth and power, yet deep inside he never forgot who he truly was. One day he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. Anger rose within him, and in a moment that changed everything, Moses struck the Egyptian down. Fearful of what he had done, he fled far into the wilderness. In the quiet land of Midian, Moses began a new life. He became a shepherd, married, and for many years lived in peace. It seemed like his past was behind him until one extraordinary day. While tending his flock, Moses saw something impossible, a bush that was on fire, yet not burning up. As he drew closer, a voice called out from within the flames. It was God. God told Moses that he had seen the suffering of the Israelites and had chosen Moses to lead them out of Egypt. Moses was afraid. He doubted himself. Who am I to do this? He wondered. But God promised to be with him. With trembling courage, Moses returned to Egypt and stood before Pharaoh. He delivered a message that would echo through history, "Let my people go." Pharaoh refused. Then began a series of signs and wonders, 10 powerful plagues that struck Egypt. The river turned to blood, darkness covered the land, and finally, a terrible night came when Pharaoh could no longer resist. Broken and defeated, he released the Israelites. At last, Moses led his people out of Egypt, away from slavery and toward freedom. But their journey was far from over. Soon, Pharaoh changed his mind. His army chased after the Israelites, trapping them between soldiers in the vast waters of the Red Sea. Fear spread among the people. There was nowhere to run. But Moses stood firm. He raised his staff, and by God's power, the sea split in two. Walls of water rose on either side, and a dry path appeared through the middle. The Israelites walked through safely, step by step, until they reached the other side. When Pharaoh's army followed, the waters came crashing back, ending the pursuit forever. On the far shore, freedom finally felt real. The people rejoiced, singing and celebrating what God had done through Moses. But the journey didn't end there. Through deserts and challenges, doubts and miracles, Moses continued to lead, guiding the Israelites toward a promised future. His story is one of courage, faith, and purpose, a reminder that even in moments of fear and uncertainty, greatness can rise from the most unexpected places. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share to your friends. God bless you, and see you in our next video.